All right, so today I'm going to teach holographic breathing, and we're going to work with the craniofacial movement of the breath, how the whole face and cranium breathes and articulates and balances, how that spreads through the spine and the whole body. And then we will be using that for connecting. Once it's working through us, then that also connects to the earth and the higher self. And we start channeling. We start connecting to our higher self, to our beneficial energies, divine beings, divine energies, the divine energies of the earth. The earth is a divine being. She's alive. She's got different energies. Same as we have, she has. You can start connecting to that. And that, it's like fractals. It's mirrors upon mirrors. And we're reflected in ourselves. We're reflected in the earth. We're reflected in the higher self. We're reflected in the beyond. And when they start communicating, then there can be a deep healing. All of the politics that are going on through these times, the movement towards global domination from big business, pharmaceutical companies, money, the destruction of the earth, they're going to affect everyone, whether you believe in that or not. That is strongly in the background at the minute. And if we're just watching that in ourselves and the people around us, you can get caught in a bit of a death spiral, really. But you get a different perspective of that if you're communicating with the earth as a reflection of yourself. If you're communicating with the higher energies and the divine energies, something is unfolding on earth at this time. And it started with a comment from one of the people before the last webinar who was saying so much chaos, and that led, just after that comment, the whole webinar just went in that direction. And what we worked with were the divine guardians of the New Age. That's kind of the name I put on them, whether they are that or not. But a very clear and different presence came into that group to help with the transition from whatever was happening to before to whatever we're going to be moving into. And we can't disassociate from all of these politics, all of these power games, all of this control. That is part of us, and that is part of humanity. That is going on in everyone, one way or another. And for us to move into the New Age, we're not going to move into it as we are now. The person you are now isn't going to get into the New Age, or not without a lot of pain. We have to cleanse. We have to let go of all of our old structures. We have to see the old age in ourselves, our identity with who we consider ourselves to be, our structures for lifetimes upon lifetimes upon lifetimes. We have to start becoming aware of that and start letting go of that. And we move into the new age, not as an era that we're moving into. We move into the new age internally, person by person. Each time someone lets go of their identification, who they were, what is happening to them now, releasing their karma, finding a new person, finding the new age in themselves. Then that space of the new age opens, person by person, around the whole world, in synchronicity with the evolution and unfolding of the universal energies. So we don't get to blame other people for what's going on. All we can do is let go of our part in that. Let go of our fears. Let go of our baggage. Let go of who we consider ourselves to be. Allow yourself to be a miracle, that you are not the sum part of all of the events of your life, that you are something beyond that, something incredible. You have to allow yourself to believe in miracles. You have to allow yourself to believe in the miraculous, the divine intervention and moving into an age where we care for each other en masse. We care for each other as much as we care for ourselves, or even more so. We care for the earth and nature as much as we care for our own needs. We care for ourselves and and other people more than we care for money. We don't put money and our careers in front of the health of other people. We move into the new era one by one and en masse. And that is what we're working with tonight. I teach holographic breathing. Holographic breathing is an evolutionary, divine tool to help us move into the new age. So I'll be teaching holographic breathing. We will start allowing ourselves to let go of the old. We don't know what's coming. And talking about this, I'm inviting, or I'm just talking about it and allowing it, or leaving the space open for the divine principles and guardians of the new age to come in and help all of us with that process. Now that isn't just me doing that per se. That is each and every person doing that for themselves, connecting to the divine energies of the earth, being willing to be responsible for their own transit into the new age, being willing to let go of the old and all of the different things that they're holding their lives together with. Doesn't mean you have to destroy your life, but being willing to let go of your past, relationships, anything. Being willing. You can pick it up after the webinar, but through the webinar, allow yourself to let that go. Connecting with the profound energies of the earth, the divine principle of the earth, and allowing these guides, these guardians, this help, these energies that are here to help us through this time, to guide us through this time, to release this baggage, to release our karma at times of crisis, of times of existential threats, are a time when we can move forwards spiritually very quickly. So that is what we're working with. Those energies, those principles, this journey through this time. So we're no longer under a feeling of being at effect of everything around. We are responsible for ourselves and our own journeys into that. And also, share holographic breathing. You can do it for yourself. You can also, this video will go out as a YouTube video. I'm trying to get to a place where I can partner YouTube, share the video around, share it with friends, share the energies. These principles, these energies will come through in the video. All right, good. So, saying all of that, I'm now going to teach holographic breathing. All right, so if you're new, pay attention. This isn't just a visualization. There's something to learn in holographic breathing. There's a set of principles that bring it in. Once they're in place, it just starts naturally, but you have to get this first little bit correct. In holographic breathing, the lips are relaxed and closed all of the time. The tongue is relaxed and on the roof of the mouth all of the time. The breath is through the nose. Then along with that, on the in-breath, the jaw is gently opening, and on the out-breath, the jaw is gently closing. And you can start just by, you don't want, if you're new, you don't want to start moving the jaw yet, because it may not be as easy as it sounds, but just having the upper surface of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. So it's not the tip of the tongue, the upper surface, and as much as feels comfortable, maybe half an inch, a whole inch of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. The lips relaxed and closed, and the breath on through your nose. So just becoming used to that. So when we go into the guided meditation to learn that, you've kind of got used to that. Now, I'm going to demonstrate it so you can see it's very subtle. Holographic breathing isn't an exercise. It's not actually a technique. It just synchronizes with our own breath. It's actually the release of a block. This is how your jaw would move if we weren't holding the jaw still. The muscles of the breath and of the diaphragm would move the jaw in this way if there wasn't a holding pattern to keep it still. But I will just demonstrate the holographic breathing. The movement of the jaw is about half a finger width. It's tiny, it's very subtle. So you may not even see the movement, but you'll notice that my lips aren't opening. It's also deeply meditative. And once I start, it's very hard to stop, because I drop into a deeply relaxing and meditative place very, very quickly with holographic breathing. It's kind of instantaneous, and this whole channeling starts happening. The whole brain starts releasing, the kundalini goes off, and it feels lovely. The first time people learning it, it can feel a bit like, oh, how do I open and close my jaw and keep my lips closed? We do that every day when we're eating. Everyone can try that now if they wish. You just have your lips closed and gently moving your jaw up and down, not with the breath, but just moving it up and down, and notice you can easily move your jaw and keep your lips closed. Okay, you can let that come to an end. So for the new people, on the way you breathe through this, there's no guidance other than just breathing naturally, whatever feels comfortable. It's not, a lot of people may have done connective breath. It's not connective breath, it's natural breathing. There's a space between your breathing. It's not deep or shallow breathing, it's just whatever feels natural. And if it's the first time, just for this first meditation, it's good to be sitting up because it becomes so relaxing so quickly that is possible to pass out before you've received the full instructions. You need to stay awake long enough to get the full instructions. That's not really a joke. That's one of the things that happens in holographic breathing. People often just pass out cold. Part of that is from the holographic breathing, part of it is my voice, and part of it is just the channels coming in when I'm speaking. All right, we are going to start. So if, as I said, if you're new, it's good to be sitting up just for this first bit. So we're going to start with a guided meditation where we will bring in this movement of holographic breathing long enough that it becomes automatic and you just start breathing naturally and easily in that way. So closing your eyes. And just breathing in a natural, easy way. If you know holographic breathing, doing holographic breathing. If not, just breathing in a natural and easy way. And sending a smile, sending some energy to the earth. The earth is made of energy and love. Allow yourself to connect to the earth, sending a smile, sending some energy to the earth, and allow the earth to say hello back. Allow yourself to receive from the earth. Notice what that feels like through your body, through your brain, through your aura. Allow yourself to receive from the earth. Send a smile, send some energy to the higher self, and also any beneficial energies you wish to help. Maybe the divine evolutionary energies or the guardians of the New Age, or just whatever channels you like to work with. Sending a smile to the higher self and the beneficial energies, and allowing the higher self and the beneficial energies to say hello back. It's good to say beneficial. If you're new to this, it's good to say beneficial. That will make you feel safe in that. You just want something that's aligned with you. And asking the earth, the higher self, and the beneficial energies to be with you through this whole webinar as your healing, as your guide. As your resource. Okay, now we're going to start with some exercises to bring in the holographic breathing. So the lips are closed, The tongue is on the roof of the mouth, the tip of the tongue close to or touching the front teeth, the upper surface of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. And as much as feels comfortable, it may be the first half an inch, it may be a whole inch, maybe the whole tongue covers the whole roof of the mouth, but it has to feel comfortable, has to feel relaxed. Relax the back of your neck, relax the back of your head. And just gently moving the jaw up and down, kind of bouncing the jaw up and down, tiny motion width, so tiny motion, half a finger width, 3 or 4 millimeters, 1/4 of an inch, just moving the jaw up and down, keeping the lips closed, keeping the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and breathing through the nose. And now slowing that motion down, doing slower, gentle motions of the jaw. And when you feel ready, as the jaw is opening, the breath comes in through the nose. As the jaw is closing, the breath releases through the nose. The jaw gently opens, the breath comes in through the nose. The jaw gently closes, the breath leaves through the nose. Notice how it starts to feel like a little bellows. Even though the mouth is sealed with the lips closed and the tongue on the roof of the mouth, as the jaw opens, it brings the breath in through the nose. As the jaw closes, the breath is exhaled through the nose. It's a small, relaxed motion. It's not a big motion at all. It just opens a tiny amount, balances, and the breath comes in. On the out breath, it relaxes. The teeth float together. There's no pressure. The teeth just gently touch or don't touch at all. And then the jaw gently opens and brings the breath in. Jaw gently closes or floats together, and the breath leaves through the nose. You may start to feel energy moving through your brain, relaxing the back of your neck, relaxing the back of your head. Now we're going to change the gestalt. We're going to change the emphasis from the movement of the jaw to the breath through the nose, becoming aware of the nose and the breath coming in through the nose, and as the breath comes in, the jaw relaxes open. As the breath comes out through the nose, the jaw relaxes closed. Notice the energy changing as you move from the jaw to the breath. There's an energetic change. Everything gets much softer, much more subtle, much more meditative. Breathing in, the jaw relaxes open. Breathing out, the jaw relaxes closed. The teeth just float together. There's no pressure, or they come towards each other and then stay slightly separate, so the jaw never becomes fixed. It's always relaxed. Relaxing the back of your head, relaxing through your brain. Let the energy move through your brain. Breathing in, the jaw relaxes open. Breathing out, the jaw relaxes closed. Once it's going, you can move the emphasis away from the jaw and the face. As the chest is opening, the jaw follows. As the chest is closing, the jaw closes, synchronized with the chest. Breathing in, the chest opens, the jaw opens. Breathing out, the chest closes, the jaw closes. The diaphragm drops, the jaw drops, it opens. The diaphragm closes and rises, the jaw closes and rises, moving together. The diaphragm is moving the jaw. The abdomen expands and opens, the jaw follows. The abdomen closes, the jaw follows. Notice in a very subtle way the bones of the face and cranium have started to breathe. Very subtle way, your whole face has started to breathe, your whole cranium have started to breathe, and your brain cells have started to breathe. Notice how in holographic breathing this energy starts moving through your brain, and you can feel all of the little brain cells breathing. Relaxing your spine, letting the energies travel through your spine. Notice you can breathe right down into the pelvic floor. On the in-breath, the pelvic floor is opening. On the out-breath, the pelvic floor is closing. We're going to work a little bit with the tongue and the craniofacial breathing, this breathing motion of the face and cranium. Allowing the tongue to be on the roof of the mouth as much as feels comfortable. The more the better really for this bit. As you breathe in, The tongue is being pulled down. The diaphragm is pulling down the tongue slightly, and it's suction to the roof of the mouth, so the roof of the mouth comes down slightly. Breathing in with the abdomen, this slight, subtle pull of the tongue and the roof of the mouth drop on the in-breath. And they rise on the out-breath. The roof of the mouth is the diaphragm for the face. Breathing in, the diaphragm is dropping and the diaphragm of the face is dropping and widening. Breathing out, the tongue and the roof of the mouth are rising very subtly, very gently. And this starts encouraging a whole physical breathing motion of all of the bones of the face and all of the bones of the cranium. And this spreads through the whole body. Breathing in, roof of the mouth dropping and opening. And the whole face opens and the whole cranium opens to the sides. Breathing out, tongue and the roof of the mouth rising and doming, and as it domes it narrows, and the whole face and cranium narrowing. Breathing in, the whole face and cranium open out to the sides, the roof of the mouth drops and opens with it. Breathing out, the whole face and cranium narrows and the roof of the mouth rises, domes and narrows. And the whole face and cranium start to breathe, and this spreads through the spine and through your whole body. Letting that be more energetic than physical. It's like the bones, the tongue, the roof of the mouth are made out of energy. And there's this suckling motion pulling the roof of the mouth down on the in-breath. Tongue suckles the roof of the mouth and it pulls it down as you breathe in. And it rises up as you breathe out, relaxing the back of the neck, relaxing the back of the head, letting that all turn to energy so it becomes much more subtle. Allowing the back of your neck to relax, the back of your head to relax. The whole body opening to the sides as you breathe in, the whole body closing immediately as you breathe out. And saying hello to the earth in your own way, saying hello to the glorious, manifest energies of the earth. Allow them to rise up into you. Allow yourself to receive the energies of the earth and what she wants to energetically communicate with you. Allow her to talk. You may not understand it with your intellect, but allow it to log in to every cell. And saying hi to the higher self, the beneficial energies, and any qualities, any intelligences that are coming to you. Seems to be a very specific quality of energy dropping down into the group, allowing that. And it's to do with our transition into the new times. And this energy seems to be for other planets as well, other solar systems, other galaxies. It's not specific for Earth. There is like ET spiritual intelligence somehow in that mix. Divine beings, divine intelligence for our new society, to help us transform, to be part of that society, to allow us to let go of who we were and who we are. To let go of who we think we are. To dissolve into the beyond. Beyond time, beyond matter, beyond this earthly existence. There is a time that we know we are present. We are in line with. We are loved and we love. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing, allowing yourselves to align with those energies, a place where you're secure, you are healed, you are loved, and you are love. Relax the back of your neck. Relax the back of your head. Relax your throat. Relax your trachea. Relax everything, especially the legs. Something going on in people's legs. Relax your legs, allowing that communication from the divine to transit through your legs, through your lower legs, through your feet, and into the earth. This energy has been coming to us for a while, and as we haven't been conscious to it, it was just been feeding into our bodies but not properly grounding. This energy is for us, but it's also for the earth. This energy is igniting us, but that spark needs to flow through us and into the earth. That energy needs to seed the center of the earth. Notice the pressure goes off when you allow those energies to transit through you into the earth, right to the very center of the earth where they meet with all of the people around the world. Those energies release through them and to the center of the earth, and it starts igniting a change in the earth. She has been waiting for this communication and for us to be ready to make it and be part of it, to be grown up, to be adult, to be responsible for the coming of the new age and our part in the new age. Allowing your legs to relax, allowing your feet to relax, allowing your arms and hands to relax, and allowing that spirit, that guide, that channel to move through you. It's important to let your throat go, to let your neck go. And as they let go, you may feel your brain and your control melts, and that channel burns through you, descends through you, charges through you. Let go of your pelvis. Let go of your sexuality. Let go of your legs, your feet, your lower legs, your hands and arms. And let that seed, the start of a new energy in the center of the earth, a change, a movement to the new, a commencing, a starting of a new gate, a new time, an evolution beyond our dreams, beyond our imagination, beyond our conception of how things can be. Beyond how we think we can be. Letting your brain melt, letting your neck melt, letting your cranium, hands and feet melt. And allow that intelligence, just gently doing holographic breathing in the background, allowing yourself to channel the intelligence of the New Age, the divine light, the initial spark, the semen that reaches the center of the earth and ignites the egg. The tantra of the divine consciousness of the universe and of the earth and the egg and us. Allowing yourself to be a vessel, and breathe. Allowing yourself to be the new mankind, womankind, and breathe. Allowing your body to melt, your DNA to melt, and let those energies be present. Let them heal you through and through. Let every cell and atom of your being be infused and part of that new intelligence. Legs melting, feet melting, brain melting. Gently breathing with the holographic breathing. We're going to come back in about a minute. Gently being with that, letting it slow down. Letting it earth. And sending a thank you to the divine consciousness of the earth. And sending a thank you to the higher self, the beneficial energies, the divine consciousness of the beyond, and the guardians of the New Age, the divine intelligence of the New Age, sending them a thank you. Letting the energies go off for love and healing to the earth, for love and healing to the higher self, to the divine consciousness, to the divine beings and the energies of the New Age. Allowing yourself to be loved and healed. Allowing the energies to go out to all sentient beings for love and healing. And you are a sentient being, allowing yourself to be loved and healed. And when you feel ready, gently allowing yourself to come back. Okay. Okay, so I wasn't, let me take these off, I wasn't expecting that to go on for so long. We kind of did 2 meditations in one go there. I'm just thinking, yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there for the meditations tonight. I think really don't want to take it much further than that. I will be running another free webinar in 2 weeks' time on the 28th. We'll go into that in more depth in that webinar. Let me just look at the comments, see if anybody's said anything that I can talk to. What is the name of your YouTube? The name of my YouTube channel is Holographic Breathing. How many hours are needed, Martin? I need 200 hours. I'm kind of getting about 15 hours a day, but it's dropping away, so I need some help. I'm interested in learning more. I will definitely help by watching. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go to my website and I'm going to put the link to those free webinar recordings. So let me just quickly do that. All right, so that is the link to the free YouTube videos on my website. Really great videos there. You can share those or listen to those. It's becoming apparent to me, you know, everybody isn't going to go into this at the same time. And there's a group of people who are going to move into it first. And we get transformed. And just by bringing in a new resonation for ourselves, people automatically start picking that up. So I'm in no doubt that the sensitive people will move into this first and be part of the communication. It's not like there's not a job to do there. There is. We're not just healing ourselves. It is an actual job. It is the job of bringing in a new energy, being part of that and being courageous enough to allow that to communicate through us to others. And in this first one, it seemed that it really wanted to initiate the center of the earth. The center of the earth already knows it, but she needed that communication. There's something different than the universal energies coming into the earth and seeding the earth to the universal energies transiting through us and seeding the earth. And it felt like that was giving a message to the earth to start this new phase. You know, it's probably already started it and other people are already doing it, but we as a group were doing that as well. And because we're from all different parts of the globe, around the globe, we're all communicating towards the center of the globe together. So, yeah, I'm a little bit worn out now. I wasn't expecting to do that. I wasn't I started writing it in the newsletter and I started getting tired and I started, oh God, I can't do this in a free webinar. This is really a lot of work. But then I had to write it, and then as soon as I started talking about it, it was just there to say and do. You know, people think these free webinars, they're just going to be a giveaway. They're not. They're just as powerful as the advanced ones. They're just general. In the advanced webinars, it's very specific and deep anatomy and energetics we're teaching. But that doesn't mean it can't be powerful and doing a job in the way that we're doing it here. And on a karmic level, there's something here you can give yourself to. The energies that are coming through and seeding the earth at the minute. It is for you. You will get healed for it, but it's in the giving away of it that you get healed. It's in the allowing it into the earth, allowing it for other people to receive, becomes the deeper healing.